Hello, hello, happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a fucking kick-ass day. If you are anywhere near me, you're probably celebrating spring has fucking come. Like, oh my God. Because it's been a really long winter here in Southern Ontario. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about why most people, and when I say most people, I'm talking 99 fucking percent of the entire human race. I mean, it's actually excessively depressing when I think about it. And the truth is one of the reasons that I know I am here on this planet right now. My fucking mission is to help people realize what they need to shift to completely and radically change the way they live, to experience their dreams, to tap into that wellspring. It's fucking infinite in you. How you do that, so that you become one of the few who make it happen. And then you can go out and spread this kind of magic to somebody else. Because as soon as you empower yourself, as soon as you take control, as soon as you are going after your fucking destiny, that is when other people are like, holy fucking shit, I can do it too. You become a beacon. Doesn't matter if you ever become somebody who trains other people. I mean, typically when people become, millionaires and billionaires, they have this pay it forward and they want other people to see how to do it. But you never have to do that if that's not your calling. But just by you to fucking go after it, that is enough to show other people, holy fuck, I can do it too. If she can do it, if he can do it, I can do it. And that is the power. That is the power within you. So we're going to talk about this today and why most people never make it, why they get stuck, why they've got the big... There we go. Internet is back. So they've got big dreams. They've got big goals. I mean, I think a lot of us assume that people who aren't like making it don't have things that they want. And that's not necessarily true. Yes, some people have kind of just bought into the humdrum bullshit of life and like, this is what life is. And it's part of the reason that they're stuck. But it doesn't mean that they didn't have goals and dreams that they really wanted to go after, but they accepted what life told them, that you got to keep your head out of the clouds and you got to be practical and you got to fucking live in the real world and all this fucking crap. And it happens to all of us, right? Like we tend to think that we have this exceptional individuality. And it doesn't mean that you're not unique. You totally are. But we have so much more in common than we have separately. We get conditioned in certain ways, depending on how our parents brought us up, society, the media, what we were exposed to, what was considered right and wrong and normal. And that really plays a part in how we move forward. And the truth is that most of us have a dream in our heart that's resonating, that's beating there. The people who say they don't, it is there, but they buried it so deep. It's so fucking painful for them to think about it, that they say they don't, that they say that this is what they wanted in life, when really they're fucking miserable. They're not really fully fulfilled. They're not financially free. They're not in the best shape of their lives. They're not doing all the things that really make you feel alive and good and vibrant and that lights you up. And that's not to say there's like one specific way to live your life either. Like, please don't take it that way. The truth is we all have our own path and it's all unique. If we all wanted the exact same thing, how boring would that be? Like, not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. That's cool. Not everybody is, has a goal that they want to be like able to run a marathon. That's cool. You don't have to want that. But there are certain things that are absolutely like divinely your birthright, like being financially free. And that means something different for everybody. For somebody, financial freedom could be, having $100,000 and just wisely using that. Like the true definition of financial freedom, it's not some like, as soon as you hit $1 million, you're financially free. That's a nice idea, but that's not how it works. Financial freedom, true financial freedom, means that you can live the lifestyle that you desire and never have to work another day in your life. That's what that means. And that can come through so many different ways. That could come through investing and passive income. It could come through business. There's a lot of different ways that can come in. So financial freedom isn't a number. It's your personal desired lifestyle and not having to work unless you want to. That is the definition that we are working with here. So, and in terms of health, It's feeling vitality. It's not waking up with aches and pains. It is feeling good in your body. Like, remember when you were a kid and you woke up and you were just like, you were electrified with energy. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. And that has nothing to do with anything in terms of like specific like fitness goals. You might have some for yourself, but it is about feeling fucking good in your body. So there's all of these components to this. And what really happens is when people have this dream, this goal in their heart, this burning desire, that we all have in some capacity, it is the inability, the unwillingness to act when the going gets tough. That's really, really the defining factor here. Now, there's a lot of reasons why this happens. Most of it is our limiting beliefs and our conditioning that we allow to run us. We are still living, with a brain that is designed for survival. Not for thriving, not for good times roll, for literally just the bare minimum of staying alive. So anything you haven't experienced before is outside of your comfort zone, period, over and out. And what happens is we go and we think of this grandiose thing that we want to do. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to quit your job. Maybe you want to lose 20 pounds, like whatever it is, this dream in your heart. And it feels really exciting until what? Until you get into action. Until you go like, I'm going to actually do something about this. Not just dream about it, not just kind of hope and wish and pray for it, but actually fucking do something. And then it's a whole other world. Then it's like, oh my God. Then some people will get started, right? Like if you think about New Year's resolutions, most of the planet sets these things. And what do? They get into action for like 1 to 2 weeks. And then they stop. Why? Because it gets hard, because it's uncomfortable, because it's pushing them outside of their comfort zones, because their old conditioning patterns come back up, because it takes time to instill that change in them. And what happens is we just go back to those old habits because it's what's familiar, it's what's comfortable. And the problem with that, beyond the fact that, of course, that we're off track, we're not really going after our goals. Hi, Michelle. The problem with this is that whenever you make yourself a promise, whatever that is, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to start a business, I'm going to sign 5 new clients, or whatever it is that you promise yourself that you are going to do, that you do not follow through on, you are creating internal doubt. You are breaking promises to yourself. It may seem not a big deal, like, oh, well, I'll try again later. I'll do this. I'll do that. I got tired. We have our favorite excuses we go to, right? We all do. And the truth is, whenever you don't follow through, you're letting yourself down on this deeper level that says, I'm a quitter. It becomes a belief. I'm a quitter. I don't see things through. I'm a great starter, but I don't finish things. That's what's going on inside. And when you set out to do something extraordinary, something you've never done before, something that your heart is craving, it's scary and it's uncomfortable and it's forcing you to change. It's forcing you to instigate these changes, and consistently. It's not like we go out and we do one big leap and like, holy shit, look, my life's changed. It is the stuff that you do on a consistent daily basis over time that creates lasting change and results. And there's very little praise. There's very little reward. There's a lot of resistance when you start to do these things, and it can be flippin' hard, but it is pushing through that. It's not just doing it when it's like, fair weather, right? It's not just doing it when the sun is shining and things are great. You got extra time on your hands. It's doing this shit when it's hard, when it's expensive, when it's time consuming, when it's painful in some cases, like when it is pushing you to your threshold, because this is the only way that we grow, is by pushing through. This doesn't mean I'm saying go be a workaholic for your goal. Don't misunderstand me here. Most of the things in life that you really want, you just need a minimal shift from you. And mostly it's that internal shift, right? Like if you want to start a business and you want to sign up 10 people for your program at the end of the month, that may mean having 5 sales calls a week. Something like that, right? Where you got to reach out to people and you got to start having these connections and conversations to get to the goal. But every one of those sales calls might be freaking you out internally. And so you start to make excuses. You start to not do it. You start to hold back. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll just double the numbers tomorrow. But tomorrow comes and then you don't want to do it then. These are the things that get in most people's way. I see it all the time. I see it where people have this incredible opportunity where, maybe they could go and work with a coach. They could get a free call. They could do this or that or the other thing, but they won't take the time off work because it doesn't fit their schedule, because they're scared. They're not fully all in. If you have the chance to ever talk to somebody who's more successful than you at something that you really want to get good at, make a way for it to happen. Don't let the little mundane bullshit get in your way. We have a tendency to do that because we're really scared of change. Change is terrifying, but change is the only constant. You know this. You've heard that before. I am not the first fucking person that has told you this. So recognize this. Start to recognize your patterns. What's going on in here? When you go to act on something, when you go to do something that you've never done before that's uncomfortable, and you feel like, I don't want to do this, ask yourself why. What is this feeling I'm feeling? What are the thoughts that are associated with this? What am I scared of right now? Because it is fear. It is absolutely fear getting in the way. Action is the only way forward. You have to take action to change your life, period. So this is my call to action for you. Right now, I want you to write down what is one goal that you've had in your heart for a really long time. I don't care what it is. It could be personal, it could be professional, it could be for your business, it could be for your romance, it could be for your health, whatever it is. Write that fucking thing down right now. Don't wait. Don't do this later, because you're never going to do it if you do it later. You got to do it right fucking now. Write it down. Next thing that you're going to do is you're going to write down, when I go to take action on this, if you've done it before, if you've tried in the past and you've gone to do something, what's your favorite excuse that comes up? Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, today's not a good day for this. I'm not in the mood. Figure it out. Write it down. Find out your favorite excuses. We always have them. We always have our go-tos. Find out the favorite excuse. Then I want you to recognize, what's the fear that comes up with this? What's the discomfort? What's the thought that's coming up with this? Deep down beneath the surface. You're going to figure that sucker out. And then you need to ask, from holding back from doing this for as long as I've wanted to do this, how much has this cost me? If I had done this a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, where would I be today? What are the chances of where I would be today if I had been brave enough to fucking show up and do that thing? And I want you to write it down. And then I want you to recognize that if you don't act on this now, where you're going to be another 10 years from now, another 20 years from now, another 30 years from now, if you don't fucking do this thing. Recognize it. And then after that, I want you to write down, what's the beautiful things that you will get to experience in your life if you act on it today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Just the first step, because here's the thing. All of your goals, they happen step by step. Just like that saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Step by step by step. This isn't radical change. This could be 10 minutes a day working on your goal. You will see progress, but you have to act on it. You have to make the choice. You have to make that decision now, and then you have to commit to it as if your life depends on it, because truthfully it does. We have all these great excuses, oh, I'm comfortable right now, or maybe you got a stable job, even though it's soul sucking, it's fucking crushing you. But we make these excuses about why it's okay to just have that mediocre life. And that's what it is. And I don't say that lightly, and I don't say that to hurt anybody's feelings. I say that to myself, remind myself why I get up and I do the hard shit, the shit that I don't want to do, the shit that I'd rather go and spend time with my husband or with my cats or watch Netflix or do something else. And I remind myself why I have to show up. It's a have to. It's a have to. If it's just that would be nice, it's not going to happen. You give up when you're tired. You give up when it's not easy or convenient or any of those things. You have to be committed to show up when the going gets tough. That's the only way through. All right. So I want you to recognize this goal and what it will take you to if you do it, and also where you're going to be if you don't act now. Get a fire under your ass. You have to have that fire. You have to have that fire. Okay. This is what will breed success. This is what's going to change your life. Do the hard shit. When you do what's hard in life, life becomes easy. But if you only do what's easy, life will feel hard. It is not about your circumstances, not about your situation. Guys, most of the millionaires and billionaires out there, the majority of them were born into poverty. They were not born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They found a way. Most of them have pretty horrific stories, and that's what propelled them forward. But I don't want you to have to hit the absolute rock bottom for you to be propelled forward. You can get this now. You can figure this out now. You don't have to hit that rock bottom, but you do have to decide to change. You have to commit to it. You have to do the damn thing, period. No matter what. No matter fucking what. Because your life and your goals are dependent on it. So I know today was a little bit of a drill sergeant type of talk, but we all need this wake up call. All of us, me included, constantly. Like, guys, I'm constantly feeding myself with information from the people out there, the mentors out there that I respect, who have the things in life that I am striving towards creating, that are pushing me outside of my comfort zone to do things that I would have never considered otherwise, that would be absolutely terrifying. They are terrifying, frankly. A lot of this shit is absolutely terrifying. There's a lot of risk involved. Life is risk, though. Being alive is risk. Walking across the street is a fucking risk. Everything is a risk. So you may as well take the risks on the things that you actually desire, that are burning within your soul, that you are here for. That if you were on your fucking deathbed and you didn't get there, oh my God, you would be heartbroken. You would have guilt and shame and all of that hard stuff. Like, I don't want anyone to live their life that way. I want everybody to get to the end and go, I wouldn't have done it any other way. I did the shit. I did the hard shit. I got there. I failed. I fell on my face, but I picked myself back up. I surrounded myself with like-minded people. We raised each other up. We went arm in arm forward, and it was hard. But when we got there, oh my God, it was everything. It was fucking everything. That's what I want you to have. I want you to have a life that is full of meaning and purpose and passion and joy. That's what this is about. So go out there. Get it done. From my heart to yours, get it done. I believe in you. You are not alone. You have so much support here. If you ever need anything, reach out. I am here for you to support you. I'm here for you for this. But you have to act. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody can want it for you. Nobody can make it happen but you. Totally. Okay? All right, guys. I love you so much. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing rest of your day. And again, if you are feeling the pull to passion, to get into action, if you need that support, if you need that kick in the ass, like, get your butt signed up for the Keys to the Universe. We are going to be diving into all of this stuff, how you bring your dreams to fruition in the physical plane of reality. So I'm excited for that. We're starting in May. Got questions? Let me know. And otherwise, set a goal and go the fuck after it. Make it happen. All right. I love you. Bye.